of Team Patay, for example, and Team Buhay. Remember that? We, in fact, the Bishop of Bacolod went to Supreme Court just to, for all these things. Pero tanaw na, it's very few active response. In now, for example, ngayon, tingnan natin ngayon, sa AJK na yan, sino lang ba maririnig na obispo na speaking loudly about it? And that is something also that's why there's a sense that Bacolod is known for our social activism here. But sometimes, especially now, especially the young generation of clergy, we're asking, because we are looking for the leadership. But it seems to be silent or weak or whatever. That's it.
Yeah. Ang point ko, maganda na meron sa curriculum natin, pero hindi yan nag-sink down dahil hanggang ngayon, simula sa obispo hanggang sa padre, hanggang sa ordinaryo mga tao, dualistic pa rin yung tingin natin dyan. Precisely, and I'm going to my next point because it's almost lunch. I would like really to challenge religious educators to place the Catholic social teaching right into the heart of religious education curriculum. Why? Because this is not outside the church. This is the teaching of the church. And it's precisely about these issues. And if our students are trained from the very beginning that this is part of the Christian tradition, then they would know that this is as important as the Trinity. This is as important as the church and the sacraments to help the poor, to be at the service of the needy. This is it. And precisely, hopefully, in the future, we will close the gap from the bishops to the priests, to the religious and the students. Kasi the bishops also do not say anything. And I'm so frustrated. There are 120 bishops and you have only 3 bishops speaking against people who are killed. 33,000 times 7 children each. What kind of Christianity do we have? Minsan I was celebrating Mass in Payatas, and on that Sunday, there was someone, a GK victim on the street, on the coffin, who has been there for a week and is been decomposing ang smell. Tapos kami, praise the Lord kami doon. At tapos magpiso-piso, ay, peace be with you, Merry Christmas. Christmas kasi nun. I was so struck that here is a Christian community who celebrates itself with a Mass and could not even bury someone who is decomposing. And it was like December 22. And we will come back again on midnight Mass for the Christmas celebration. Nahiya ako sa sarili ko, nahiya ako sa mga congregation ko. Yun yung mga congregation na sabi, next week na naman, Father. And I told them, you know what? Ang ganda ng celebration natin dito, ang ganda ng kanta dyan. Nagbiso-biso tayo, malapit na tayo, nakahanda na kayo yung mga Christmas. Pero meron dyan nakakanas. Anong klaseng misa ito kung hindi nyo maipapalibing yan? Sabi ko, walang misa, parang Marcia doon. Walang misa pag hindi yan nalibing. Oh, I was serious. At saka pa lang after the Mass, and they began to go and visit, smell for themselves, and go around and get donations so that will be buried. December 24, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, they buried it. Bumalik ako, midnight Mass. Sabi ko, sige, beso-beso na kayo. Because this is precisely the dualism of the Christian tradition. Why? Dahil wala ito. Ito yung mga issues. These are issues in the Catholic social teachings. Ayan yung libro na nasa likod. Oh, ito, nagbibenta na ako ng libro. Pero ito yung mga issues na ito. At yung libro na yan, is so packaged that it can become already a catechetical manual with, tingnan nyo, with activities, with processing activities that can be integrated into your lesson plans. Now, hati-hatiin nyo kung meron kayong freedom to renovate your curriculum, bawas-bawasan nyo yung Mama Mary, no? Hindi naman masamain si Mama Mary. Basta bawas-bawasan nyo yung time na yon para pumasok ito. At huwag na lang doon sa time na wala ng klase kasi malapit ng bagyo, kasi maraming bagyo at finals na. This is my point. No, if we have to be serious about it, we have to talk about all these things in the classroom. Now, this is very important. Laudato Si is important. Peace building, ako, sa Negros. Yung peace sa Negros. Negros 14, etc. Women, today, the women in your classroom should feel that they have a dignity which men could not just say anything like their president. That should be discussed. Political involvement, how not to receive money during election. Now, if the mothers and the fathers have not learned it because now they are accepting 500, at least in the next 20 years, our children will not do it. But who is going to teach that if we don't? Now, question. Is this part of the Christian tradition? Yes, precisely. And if we do not do this, no one will do it for us. Ito yung importante para sa akin. This is the ginhawa. This is the well-being that we want to proclaim because this is Jesus proclaiming.
Sa itong last part.
Alam ko malaking hamon nito dahil Catholic social teaching. Ano nga yun, Father? We have to retool ourselves. But this is precisely that. Okay, yung libro na yan has 8 thematic modules on these topics. It's also have 3 DVDs actually. 3 DVDs. Which you can use. An example of that DVD is the one that I showed earlier. Ginagamit ko yun sa klase ko. I showed that DVD, that's like 10 to 15 minutes. And then I let them discuss. And then process it. And then tell them about human dignity, human life, etc. Meron din sa women. We have followed, for instance, a woman who is a pastoral worker and living in Payatas, etc. Labor. We have followed a laborer who is working as a utility man in Assn and then as a fish, working in a fish port in Navotas. All these are very concrete stories of people trying to make sense of their Christian life. Ordinary people. So, ito yung content noon na pwedeng makatulong. Yan yung DVD. Etc. You can read it. Wala po kaming kita dyan. Ginawa ko lang yan para makatulong doon sa mga nanay sa Payatas na biktima ng HK. Whatever little proceeds we have will go to them. I'm just saying that we have already a material in order for you to use if you want to make it part of your lesson plan. Before I make the conclusion, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Ay,
Gilid.
Lobat na, sir. Ito na.
First of all, I thank you, Father, for coming here so that we can learn from the wisdom that you have gained through your years of studies. No? Although, inaasahan namin na bumalik ka ulit dito, Father, para mapatipin natin yung ating discussion. Now, concerning sa mga questions natin, Father, I think first of all, as a Catholic or as Catholic teachers, we are imbued with the fact that our salvation is not by faith alone, but by faith and good works,
Okay.
as stated by the letter of James. And then secondly, when it comes to the catechism, I have the catechism of the Catholic Church, and I also have the CFC. I think there's a challenge to teach doctrine, morals, and worship, as the CFC said, it should be integrated, no? And we have been doing it with or without Duterte. Actually, we are almost 500 years of Catholic Christianity here in the Philippines. Pero ganun pa rin yung ating government eh. Marami pa rin corruption, laganap ang corruption, ang vote buying. No? That's why deep in my heart, I was really saying that unless there is a president who is really strong in putting to action what is just, and mayroong ngipin ang law, walang mangyayari sa atin. Kasi sa ating church naman, wala naman tayong persuhan eh. Puro lang sa ating conscientization. Kailangan talaga malakas yung ating law. Now, Father, there is a problem with our Catholic educational system, or even our education system here in the Philippines. Because, for example, nowadays, senior high school, ang daming performance task, yung OBE na yan, which is being questioned even in the United States. Kasi yung puro action na lang lahat yan, wala nang nalalaman yung mga insidente. Paano tayo makapag-produce ng mga abogado, mga engineers, na hindi mahulog yung ating mga sasakyan sa tulay, yung mga doctors na hindi mamamantay yung mga pasyente, kung wala namang alam yung mga insidente. Now, Father, this is the sad reality in the statistics. 63% sa National Elementary Achievement Test ang pumapasa. Sa high school naman, 43% na lang. So, ibig sabihin, tumataas yung grado ng mga estudyante, bumububo sila na bumububo. Kaya, naging bubo ang estudyante. Tapos sa mga teachers naman,
Bubo din.
Sa aming senior high school, Father, I'm speaking for our school, pwede kang hindi mag-attend ng klase mo, hindi ka madadrop eh. So yun ang sistema natin. Tulad nung nagdaan na exam ng senior high school. In the first day, parang yung gumagamit talaga ng utak ng estudyante. Second day, alam na nila na wala naman palang bearing ito. Unlike during our time na NCA, kung hindi kaya bumana dyan, hindi ka makakapasok ng college. So, kami mga teachers man, Father, o tayo, banat ng banat na nagsusunog ng kilay, tapos mga estudyante hindi naman nakikinig. So anong pumapasok sa kanilang isip? What will be the future of our country?
Okay. I got your point. One, I think as part of open forum na tayo, no? Para makakain din ng tanghalian. As part of critical thinking, I think your question is right. We have to place our educational system and structure into question. Kung if that OBE is not doing good, then you put it into question. Ang problema, how to put it into question that is effective, because from top down, see sa chat below, it's already a structure. But there is no one who is prevented from questioning it. A lot of people are questioning it. I have questioned it from the very beginning in a conference. No one was listening to me. That was still 2010. When they have not yet imposed OBE. But you can't place it into question. Now, the second point that you're making is that wala namang mangyayari if the people on top are not doing their jobs. No, my point is precisely we are teachers. Because change would come from below. And if we form these students well, I am hoping for a future where people are more critical, more learned, and more conscientious or Christian. These people will be the leaders of the future. if we don't expect anything from the leaders now, what we are doing in the classroom is actually the hope for the church and for the country. So don't lose hope, because you're doing the most essential thing of formation that you can have. The leaders, they can just say motherhood statements, that's about it. But the real people whom you train are the future, and how we train them will speak much about us in the future. I don't know if I make sense. Wala na akong tiwala sa pagbabago din sa taas. Hindi ko alam kung anong mananalo dyan. Kahit sinong mananalo dyan, may problema pa rin. Pero yung ginagawa natin, yan yung totoong trabaho. Kasi yung mga bata nakikinig sa atin. At kung sino sila, paano sila mag-isip balang araw, nasa sa atin yun. Now, kung palpak pa yung bukas, pupuntahan ko kayo sa mga libingan nyo. Yung tinuro mo. Okay, let's question. Yes, sir.
It is just only a reflection, no? Since right now I am in the senior high school, knowing that students do not care, no? Especially how good you are in teaching to them, but you try to look for somebody who really to care for them, so that could be with them, journey with them. So that's why education right now, especially in the DepEd, is not only teaching them, but rather that try to accompany them, in their journey in life. Try to know the reason behind. Why is it that student is absent, having a problem of absenteeism and tardiness in class? So that's a challenge for us, especially for religious teachers. That's why I could not able to also try to, because of this old mentality that we have, that as a teacher, I just only try to teach. No? But if we consider our students, indeed, as a good Samaritan, that they are our children, that we try to be with them, journey with them, then at the end, maybe we also try to give them ginawa, the salvation, that all of us, hindi lang sila, tayo lahat, because we are here in this world for that, for that salvation. And I think that's indeed, even the curriculum that we have right now, as just only, that's not a reaction to Doc Intila, have mentioned that we walang dropping, we try to drop the students for those who are not attending their classes, at the same time those who fail the exam. But indeed, we try to go beyond, we need to transcend to this reality. And I think that is a challenge, as a religious educator. And Father, I do believe, that indeed, it is not on how we try to teach, but rather on how we try to care for them. Thank you.
Thank you. Yan yung ibig sabihin ko ng ikaw ba nagbigay ng ginhawa? Kasi yung ginhawa, nandoon yan, it's there when you begin to journey, to accompany, to listen. Actually, in my experience as a student, the teachers that I remember most are not the most intelligent teachers in the world, but they are the teachers who ask significant questions about my life. Yeah. Minsan, pumasok ako, sinabi niya, ba't malungkot ka? Can you imagine, like we are 50 in the classroom and my teacher noticed that I am lonely. Whatever the reason, I was already tired.